Hello everyone, this is Dr. Sheenam Bansal. So today we will do scapula, anatomy of scapula. See, first of all, how to hold the scapula. This is your spinous process. Your spinous process should be on the posterior side, and you have to hold like this. Your glenoid, this is glenoid. Your glenoid should be on lateral side, and your index finger should be on spinous process, like I am holding this right now. So this is of right side. Now see your scapula, as you are seeing interior surface or costal surface or subscapulary surface, interior side of scapula, you can see this is the body. You can see three angles. Superior angle, as I have marked already, superior angle. This is the glenoid angle or lateral angle. This is the inferior angle. Now you can see this is the costal surface or subscapulary surface. Why we are calling it as subscapulary surface? Cause subscapularis muscle is attached on this surface. So what we have done till now, superior angle, glenoid or lateral angle, and this is your inferior angle. Now see, here are three borders. This is your medial border, on lateral side lateral border, on medial side medial border, and this is your superior border. On superior border, here is suprascapular notch, as I have already written here, suprascapular notch. See, whenever you will hold your scapula, you will see lateral border is thick and your middle and superior borders are very thin. Now see, there are three angles, three borders, and there are three processes. See, this is the coracoid process. As I have already written here, this is a coracoid process. This is I will go on the posterior surface. This is the posterior surface. This is your acromion process, and this is your spinous process, triangle like spinous process. This is your acromion process. And now see, your spinous process divides posterior surface into two parts, supraspinatus fossa and infraspinatus fossa. I have already written here supraspinatus fossa and infraspinatus fossa. On supraspinatus fossa, your supraspinatus muscle get attached, and on the infraspinatus fossa, your infraspinatus muscle get attached. Now see, this is your spinous process. On the upper lip of spinous process, your trapezius muscle get attached, and on the lower lip of the spinous process, your deltoid muscle get attached. Now see, we will study its functioning. Now see the peak of trapezius muscle, origin and insertion I have shown. Yes, see your trapezius. See, whenever you have to tell the movements of muscle, you will contract the muscle in its direction of fibers. See, superior fibers, when will contract, they will elevate the scapula. When middle fibers will contract, it will retract the scapula. When inferior fibers will contract, they will depress the scapula. See, from the fibers, when superior fibers contract, they will elevate, middle fibers will retract, and inferior fibers will depress the scapula. You can see here. Now see your deltoid muscle. When they will contract, they will abduct. Interior part, there is interior part, middle part, and posterior part. When interior part will contract, they will flex the arm and medially rotate the arm. You don't have to learn the things. You have to you have to go according to the rule. Now middle part will contract, then it will abduct the arm. When posterior part will contract, it will extend and laterally rotate the arm. Now see your supraspinatus muscle. See, when it will contract, what will happen? It will do abduction, and you can clearly see it will initiate and assist deltoid in abduction of arm and act with other rotator cuff muscles. It is clearly depicted from the muscle. Now see, it is your infraspinatus muscle. See, when it will contract, it will laterally rotate the arm and helps to hold humeral head in glenoid cavity of scapula. Now I will show. See, when this muscle will contract, see how it will move the humerus in laterally rotation. Now see the subscapularis. When this muscle will contract, it will medially rotate the arm and adducts it. It helps to hold humeral head in glenoid cavity of scapula. You can see the muscle, remember its attachments, and when you